All right, let's talk about some serious money moving around in the healthcare world. There's this one single deal that's pumping billions into a company, and today we're going to break it all down. Who's involved, where the cash is headed, and what it really means for the entire market. So, what's the magic number? It's this: 500 crore rupees. That's 5 billion rupees. That's a huge figure, the kind of investment that can totally change a company's future and really shake up the industry. But what's all this cash for? I mean, that's the real question, right? Who's getting this money? And maybe more importantly, what on earth are they going to do with it? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out. Okay, so first things first, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the deal itself. How does something like this even work? Let's break down the basics. The company making all this noise is Marengo Asia Hospitals, and they are raising a huge amount of capital, all to power up their next big move. So how are they doing it? It's through what's called a stake sale. Now, that might sound a little technical, but trust me, the idea is super simple. It's basically like selling a slice of the company pie. You give away a percentage of ownership, and in return, you get cold, hard cash. And here's the trade-off in black and white. It's super straightforward. On one side, Marengo is giving up a 10% ownership stake in their entire hospital network. And on the other side, investors are handing over that 500 crore rupees in cash. It's a direct swap, a piece of the company for a whole lot of capital. All right, so we know what the deal is, but who exactly is Marengo Asia? Let's zoom in and get to know the key player here. Yeah, these guys are not a small-time operation. We're talking about a major hospital network here in India. They're backed by a private equity firm called Samara Capital, and they run a really big chain of hospitals. We're talking thousands and thousands of beds under their management. They're a serious force in the country's healthcare scene. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. Where is all that money actually going? You don't raise this kind of cash without a solid plan. So what's the blueprint? Well, they've got a three-pronged attack, basically. First up, they want to buy new hospitals to make their network even bigger. Second, they're going to pour money into upgrading the tech and facilities they already own. And third, they're planning to add more beds to handle more patients. It's a classic growth playbook: get bigger, get better, and scale up. And this quote from them just says it all, really. They're calling this capital the fuel. This isn't just for keeping the lights on, it's for aggressive growth. They're using this money to get bigger and to really solidify their spot in the market, aiming to become an even bigger powerhouse. But, this deal isn't just about their expansion plans. It actually lets us peek behind the curtain and figure out something much, much bigger: what the entire company is worth. So let's look at the financial story this deal is telling us. So let's do some quick back-of-the-napkin math here. It's pretty simple, actually. If a 10% slice of the company is worth a cool 500 crore rupees, then you have to ask, right? What's the price tag on the whole shebang? Boom, 5,000 crore rupees. That's what this deal implies the entire company is valued at. Just incredible. That's a massive 50 billion rupees. And just to give you a sense of scale, to put that number into a global perspective, 5,000 crore rupees is nearly €500 million. A valuation like that puts Marengo firmly in the big leagues, not just in India, but on the international stage. And that really brings us to the big takeaway here, because this is more than just a business story, right? It's about how healthcare is changing. So it leaves us with a really important question to think about. As these huge hospital chains grow and become more and more valuable, what does that trend actually mean for the future of patient care?